walking sideways like a crab. Anyway, it's multiplier here. What I thought I'd do is integrate, or show you how to integrate an iPad into a Traktor setup. Which is pretty cool. It's pretty much my standard DJ setup now. And it's pretty simple, but it's a cool idea. So the basic idea is you plug it in. Pretty rad, right? Anyway, how does it actually work? Yeah, so you've got an iPad making some noises. Some sort of coolness there. You plug it in through some sort of cable device, ideally a cable. You plug it into one of the hole bits, the cable holes at the back. I decided to go for an MP3 to 1/4 inch phono, I think it's called, 1/4 inch jack, into the inputs on the Traktor S4. Stick the settings at something like no gain, line input, and then USB. Seems to work fine, does the job. And then what you can do is, on your Traktor, on the computery device, you can go to settings and then you can do something like input routing, make sure it's all set up so it looks about right, so the input deck C and D look like it's about what it should be looking like. And then that should all be sweetness and cool. So then you got input, and then it comes in through D, because we've stuck it in the D holes. It says input D. You just look at the letter, number, whatever you want to call it, which is sweetness. And now whenever I make noise, comes in through the D, which we can control with this fader device, which you're probably familiar with, which is coolness in the brain. And then we can do some cool stuff like play with the filter, maybe do some Skrillexy action, or do it more subtly, more sort of vibing. But it's also a good idea to run it through some sort of effect. I've got a delay vibe going on, so it's like delayed. So see how it delays, whereas if there's no delay, boring as shit. So yeah, run it for a delay. It's pretty cool. In reality, what do you use it for? It's really nice for builds. It's a nice way to kind of build upon a build in a track. If it's say doing a build or something, you can kind of like fade it in nice and slowly. And then when it goes all like a certain point in the build, you can be like way better. So you can do some cool stuff. Obviously, you need two hands for this, so one arm people aren't going to find this as easy. But yeah. It's pretty cool. The particular app I'm using is called ZX Plectrum, I think it's called. It's a cool little noisy thing. Works pretty well for making cool computery noises, especially for builds, because I can be like multi-handed octopus vibe. Got the filter action. Maybe play with some delay action. And then I've got two hands, and then I can do some kind of bouncing about, look like I'm kind of into it, and then that's it, it's sorted. It works really well, especially if it's the sort of music where you don't want to ruin it with effects, but you want to add something to it. It'd be quite nice just to add a little bit of something to it, which is sweet. And of course, it's literally just all the noise coming out the iPad. Any app will do the job. You can have an app that makes cow noises, so you can be like moo, oink, oink, or whatever else it is, suits your vibe. But yeah, that's a general principle. Plug your iPad in. Don't need to get too mental with kind of MIDI craziness like Wi-Fi routing. Just plug it in. Simple setups are the best, because I've done enough complicated MIDI setups with wireless and shit, and then everything drops out, and then it's a disaster, and then everyone's booing at you. That doesn't happen. Everyone always cheers with me, but you know what I mean, right? It's cool. And of course, you'll need some sort of. They don't even necessarily have to have your live input showing, but I don't know. It makes me look more legit if someone looks over the shoulder like another DJ. I'm like, wow, live input, he's definitely doing something. That's not just an imaginary cable, so definitely have your live input showing on your Traktor setup, which is cool. Any other relevant information? I've got some pretty janky ass cable setups so you could actually hear what noises were coming out a second ago. Because I couldn't bother to rearrange my whole setup for this video. Fuck that. Which is cool. But yeah, that's general vibe. Make noise on an iPad, plug it in, run it through some effects. Control it. That's all you need. Maybe I should give you an example or something. Would be a really bad example since you're all watching, but let's do it, right? Let's play a bit of a song. Pretty banging track as well. Guess who made it? This guy. Anyway, that's just a little bit of an example of a build. I also find this particular app with the cool sort of noises it makes can work really well for like the trappy, big roomy stuff where it's just a bunch of bassy dropness. You could like add in this sort of noise over the top. And then it's like bass going on and you're like making a noise and then you're like, ooh, tune it down. Back up again, you can just like control it. It's pretty cool. You get the idea. Hopefully it inspires you to make some coolness happen yourself. Remember, think outside the box, not in the box. The box is made to keep you in. Sweet. That's it. Done. I feel like I'm missing something important, but I don't think I am. Yeah. No, that's it. You're good. Knowledge, inspiration, wisdom coming to you fast.